Hi, we are going through some of my favorites books for weight loss. If you need some reading recommendations for weight loss books or books that support weight loss habits, I'm going to show you what I've got. I've rated my bookshelf. Of course, I have all of the Trim Healthy Mama books on there. And you can't beat these, but these are my favorites. I've got all of the books and I've actually bought some of them several times. That's Trim Healthy Table. That's definitely on my list. The main Trim Healthy Mama plan book is on my list. All of those. My new read that I've loved so much is I'm That Girl by Pearl and Serene. You can get it on Amazon or just go to their website. My favorite part of this book is at the very end. I don't really want to call them affirmations, but the last part of the book is like if you're struggling with fear or you're struggling with anxiety, you can go to that chapter and read all of the positive statements to overcome that, and then read all the scriptures to really overcome that. It's pretty fantastic. So that's my probably favorite book of late. One of my favorite books of all time is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I've read this maybe 6 or 7 times. This is one of the books I credit with Trim Healthy Mama in conjunction with it that helped me develop the habits to lose weight and keep it off. And a lot of these principles are so good universally for so many parts of life, but for weight loss too. This Atomic Habits book is really where I learned to identify myself with the person that I want to be instead of identifying myself with my goal. That's one of the principles in here that I love so much. I just see with my clients that if you say, I'm going to lose 12 pounds and that's going to motivate me not to be eating these things, that typically doesn't work as well as saying, I'm that person who doesn't eat these things. So identifying yourself with who you want to be tends to be far more effective in weight loss than just trying to change your behavior based on the goal that you've set. So I love this one. This is a must read in my opinion. I have the audiobook and the hard copy. I've listened to and read this book many, many times. Made to Crave by Lisa TerKeurst. I want to call this a classic. I recommend this in boot camp. It's very helpful for emotional eating, along with Full by Asheritah Ciu. Her name is kind of hard to read there. It's Ciu. I have all these linked on my Amazon page. You don't have to buy through my link if you don't want to. It's an affiliate link, but you can see what they look like at least. thewellplannedkitchen.com/Amazon. Full and Made to Crave are both really great books that talk about basically the deeper stuff when it comes to eating well and taking care of yourself. I find that with overeating, these are both excellent resources to help you make some changes, do a little bit of a deeper thinking process when it comes to overeating. I really like both of these. And my last recommendation, this is not all of the recommendations I have. I have just moved. I've got tons of boxes full of books that I can show you more later if anybody's interested. But this is another favorite, Mini Habits for Weight Loss. I heard Serene and Pearl mention this once. I really do need to pull out my other boxes of books. And I think they mentioned this on the podcast. There are so many wonderful little nuggets in here. And I don't know if you could see, I've dog-eared a whole bunch of pages. They're just small things that you can do. And probably one of the things I dog-eared that just jumped out at me is the critical point that the end goal is not the strategy. It's really great stuff about how to just put these small things into practice that can add up to long-term results. So these are some of my favorites. I've got a lot more favorites, but these are my favorites for habits. My favorite for weight loss, of course, are the Trim Healthy Mama books. I think I'm That Girl also really helps with emotional eating. But these are some of my very favorites. I hope if you've read them, I'd love to hear what you thought of them, but I hope you enjoy them too.